This is JKS News at 5 o'clock. Good evening and thanks for joining us. The Hartley family has complained that Mexican authorities were not doing enough to find David Hartley's body. Tom Bandel, owner of Falcon Lake Tackle and the 99,000-acre bass fishing destination, also questions Hartley's narrative.
It's ironic that there are people there when they show up. They murder someone for a jet ski, then they leave her alone? What sense does that make?
The couple were sightseeing. I find it really reprehensible for anyone, U.S. or Mexican, to speak otherwise.
The Hartleys were active members of the family church, a 2,000-member, non-denominational evangelical church in McAllen. David Hartley was an adventure history buff who worked in the oil and gas industry. He was part of a motorcycle in ministry and rode to church wearing a vest emblazoned with the group's name, Forgiven, I think it was. Tiffany Hartley participated in church visits to nursing homes where she gave manicures, pedicures to residents. Their character is impeccable. There's nothing to suggest anything but that she's saying the absolute truth.
Well, John, I have to agree, and I send my regards to Tiffany and the rest of the Hartley family during this time of struggle. Laura Zendje, 15, was attacked in the wooded area of Mackey Park in the 8200th of 110th Street near Sands Secondary School. She was found face down in the park by two friends around 1:30 p.m. on Saturday. She died early Sunday morning with her family at her side. No one has been arrested, but police are looking to speak with a person of interest who has seen walking out of the park around the time of the attack. He is described as being between 16 and 25 years old, with a medium build, wearing a white short-sleeved shirt and cargo-style shorts to the knees. He was believed to be carrying a backpack and either talking on a cell phone or texting on the device while walking out of the park and heading eastbound on 81A Avenue around 1:15 p.m. Police said it is too soon to tell whether the attack was targeted, and there is no indication that a sexual assault occurred. Two friends who had been planning to meet Zendje on Saturday found her face down with severe head injuries in Mackey Park. There have been reports that Zendje was hit with a baseball bat, but there was no indication whether or not a weapon had been used. An autopsy is expected to be completed in the coming days. Mackey Park remained cordoned off Sunday afternoon as investigators interviewed neighborhood residents and continued canvassing the area for clues.
She was a good girl, hung out with good people, this is truly a shock to all of us, her family didn't deserve this, neither did she, her friends didn't. I just hope that her family and all of us can make it through this.
Police have warned the public to employ the buddy system and stay in well-lit areas with a high volume of pedestrian and vehicle traffic. Anyone with information is asked to call Delta Police at 604-123-4567. Ham from Beatrice, Nebraska, about 40 miles south of Lincoln, held her son to a wall while her boyfriend, Cord Hania, 19, taped his wrists, legs, and body with green duct tape in January. Police said the couple showed off their photos to friends as a joke. In one photo, the small child, dressed in a red onesie and white socks, has his arms placed behind his back. In another, the boy is seen trying to reach for the sippy cup that had been taped to the wall just out of his reach. Police said the couple was high after a night of partying and taped him to the wall for fun. The adult says photos taken on Ham's digital camera showed the boy crying while he was taped. Ham was sentenced to 10 days in jail to be served for over 5 weekends and 2 years of probation. Hania was sentenced to 36 to 60 months behind bars for intentional child abuse. Ham will finish her sentence in 3 weeks. As part of the plea deal, the mother agreed to seek drug counseling to become a cooperating witness against her boyfriend in an upcoming weapons trial. Ham's neighbors were horrified when they saw the photos. They said the couple who was renting a home. This is just terrible. How can anyone find something so disturbing amusing?
I agree, Jane. Poor boy. We have Mary Garsner, a grandma of 3, on webcam right now, who would like to add a few words.
These two people need to be locked up forever. How immature can you be? I still remember this day being as young as the baby and getting taped to the wall just like him. I've been traumatized ever since. This baby's gonna go through some hard stuff. This baby kids or grandkids, I would make sure they're never to be loved again.
Wow, that was a grandma who still remembers. Crazy. Here's Jana with your daily forecast. Tune in at 6 for top stories including the rescue of the miners in Chile and the best consumer products in retail. Thank you and have a good night.